Hi, friends. I thought that since we are doing an online class and we don't get to see each other in person, that maybe I could just make a little video for you and talk about one particular topic that I think would be useful for you to think about when you're working on your essays. And this is something that I even talk to my college students about. So, the thing I wanted to talk to you today about is the rhetorical triangle, and I'll show it to you here. And the rhetorical triangle features three different ways that you can appeal to your audience. And you want to use all three of them to create a persuasive message in your writing. And those three things are ethos, pathos, and logos. So, ethos is what how do I put this? Ethos is how you establish your credibility. That is, how do you convince your reader that you have the authority to talk about the topic that you're talking about? How do you convince them that you're a trustworthy narrator or writer for your essay? And there are a lot of things to think about in that regard. Things like if I'm reading an essay and it has a bunch of typographical errors in it, if I'm reading an essay and somebody hasn't put in the care to write good sentences, then I'll think that they don't really care about their topic. So they have lost my trust as a writer, right? So that's one way. How well you've structured your essay is another thing that you can do to show your reader that you are putting the care into the topic that you're talking about. Sometimes things like personal experience with a particular topic might let a reader know that you know something about that topic. So those are some ways to establish your ethos. The next thing to think about is logos. So logos is logic, right? That's the quality of your thought. That's how well you reason. So like when we're writing a research paper, we might think about the statistics that we use and the facts that we use in our essay. And so it has to do with the quality of the thought that's gone into the topic, right? How deep you're thinking about it, how much you're going into the topic. And I think about logos and ethos both when I'm thinking about something like using logical fallacies. So what that means is when you do something in your writing like, say, all smart people wear glasses. Well, that's a generalization. That's not true, right? Or it's really easy to fix pollution. All we need to do is plant more trees. Like, that's oversimplification. So those are two examples of both problems with your thought process, but then also sort of losing your credibility because you're engaging in too simplistic thinking, right? So the next thing to think about is pathos. So again, that's down here on this triangle over here. And pathos is appeals to emotion. So especially, for example, if you're writing a personal essay, you're probably going to want to appeal to the reader's emotion. So how are you going to connect with your reader, right? And we've already looked at some essays where the use of story, the ability to put the reader in the speaker's place is a really good way of appealing to emotion. Reminding a reader that a particular topic or a particular social issue is about people and how people are affected by those things. So those are the three parts of writing that are really necessary to convince the reader when they get done with what they've read that you knew what you were talking about, that you remembered it was about human beings, that you thought deeply and hard about the particular topic that you're writing about. So when you're drafting this first essay, I really want you to think about, how am I going to establish my ethos, my pathos, and my logos? Okay? All right. Talk to you soon.